for the punt. And he'll try to have his second punt top his first one. Secures this at the 17. And he gets his offense in better field position here to start. Up close to the 30. It's a 61-yard punt that time. And it's going to be Texans football. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They'll motion him out of the backfield. Cut out left. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They get 28 out of that play. And it sets up a Houston 1st.
Every tight end worth his salt wanted this. Really craved man-to-man coverage. The best of them, give me man-to-man coverage, and I'm going to beat you. I was around Dallas Clark and Indy, one of the best. You play man-to-man, he's going to find a way to out-leverage you, separate from you, and make a play just as that tight end did.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Shotgun now, 1st round. Schultz with the catch. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. Following that completion, medical staff headed out for an injured player. We'll see what the nature of his injury is. Second and 3 now. From the 39. Finding Collins. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on a throw, that's a go-to route to target.
3rd down, 1 yard to go. Running it with Mixon. And they bring him down around the 34. Upping the tempo with some hurry-up offense. Stroud throwing here on 1st.
Oh.
Too much lead on that throw. That throw's incomplete ahead of his target.
You know, there's not a lot of tight ends who are true weapons this far down the field. Not a lot of cover guys who can match up with him in terms of size. He tried to get it to him in a spot where he could win it, but no connection to be made.
Stroud to throw again on 2nd.
Oh, not a cheat. He's wide open. They're going to make him miss that.
Those passes get more and more difficult.
I mean, this is
as you try to get aggressive down the field. Those windows and throwing lanes,
this is bullshit.
you're going to hold very long, and it only takes a little bit for a throw to be thrown off.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
This is bullshit.
Now it's Stroud. This is complete to Schultz.
Taking our 4th and 1.
And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the 1st.
Taking our 4th and 1.
Arizona goes ahead and calls its 2nd timeout.
Nope, we're taking our 4th.
And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Stop us, you stop us.
Offense staying out there. It's 4th and 1. Trying to push this past the marker. And they'll stop him after a short pickup to the 24. So the run doesn't get the yardage. It's a turnover on down.
Here we go. Cheating.
Not even the big guy could go get it done on the power play there. Nothing short of Refrigerator Perry carrying the rock was going to muscle through for the first one against that front.
Just fucking cheats.
Out come the Cardinals on offense late in the half.
Just fucking cheats.
With the time remaining, we'll see if they can get this into field goal range before halftime.
This game fucking cheats his ass off.
They'll get this drive started.
Tired of
1st
playing
and
this
10.
stupid shit. This cheats.
Out of the gun. Here's Murray. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete. Looking for the back that time. And it's going to be 2nd down.
Can't get 1 yard.
From the gun, it's Murray. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he goes out close to that 45-yard line. They get 20 yards
Marvin
out of the play
Harrison
and move the
Jr. is
chain.
real strong. He's knocking people
On the
down.
44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun. Oh, he put some heat on this deep ball, left side.
How he don't pick
I
that
think it's
off?
safe to say that without that ball being tipped, we are looking at a big game. It's a missed opportunity to push that offense, but an even better play defensively to deny the throw.
Murray thrown again on 2nd and 10. Steps up and he's running with it. And he doesn't slide down and he pays for it. A big shot sends him to the ground. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. Not much time left in the half, so the kicking team out on 1st down. This from the right hash and a considerable distance.
59 yards.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that's going to give them the lead.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that
It's
puppy
a
through.
59-yard field goal. Stop.
From his own end zone, here we go.
It's a
He's hauled down on what is the
59-yard
final
field
play of our
goal.
first half. So it's halftime here in Glendale. With the
He hits a
Cardinals out in front.
59-yard
Now we'll send you to
field
our
goal.
studios in
Stop this
Orlando and Jonathan Coachman for a look around the league with our EA Sports
This
halftime
game
report.
fucking sucks,
All right,
man.
Kate, thanks very much. More from you and Brock in a moment.
He hits a
But first, time for a
59-yard
look
field
around the
goal.
NFL to see what's going on here. What's already been an eventful afternoon of football. We'll start up at TIAA Bank Stadium in Jacksonville.
They stop us on
where
4th
it's
and 1.
definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. Christian Kirk, well over
Running
100
behind
yards
our
receiving,
all-pro fucking
and a
lineman,
touchdown
and they
catch
stop
as well.
Come on, man, stop this.
From there, we're off to check out another game. And you can see, currently they trail in that ball game. Kirk Cousins has fired 3 touchdown passes.
Stop.
Lastly, we head to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. Check on the Patriots. They were losers in that one as they fall to the visiting Tennessee Titans. Will Levis, strong in the victory, as his guys managed to cobble together their 3rd win in an otherwise dismal campaign. In the first half, the Cardinals did what they always do, and that's rely on their
They made
quarterback,
him miss wide
Kyler
open
Murray.
throws.
His 2 touchdown passes helped pave the way for his guys to take this lead into the intermission.
Jeez.
Both of these offenses had their share of high points in that first half. Each team had some big moments, and it would seem this could turn out to be a game where the last
Oh, let's see. I ain't even sure.
score wins.
As always, a hat tip to Coach for his hard work during the break, as we're happy to welcome y'all back for the start of our 3rd quarter.
You should know it be
And
cheap.
we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half.
Think
We've got
this
a
guy
touchback.
missed wide open. He's on
Arizona
point.
has
He's
the
missing
football
wide
first
open
to start the
throws. He
3rd,
should
and
have put
here
us
comes
first
its
down.
offense.
And then we
They
don't
certainly
get
had no
then we
issue
don't get
scoring,
first
but their
down.
opponents
And
have
then
been
these
right there
motherfuckers
with
go
them,
like
so they
this.
could
Gets a
really use some
59
more points on this
field.
drive.
Bullshit.
1st and 10 now from the
Game is
30.
horrible. No matter what they do, they can't make it
Kyler looking to
consistent.
throw. Gets this one to Harrison. And they'll manage to
matter what
contain
they
him
do,
after
they
about a
can't make it
6-yard pickup.
consistent.
Aziz Al-Shire that
They've
time on
been
the
making,
tackle.
for y'all that don't know,
That
they've
is
been
a
making fucking
textbook
video
first
games
down
since the fucking
completion.
80s.
Sets up second and
And they
very
still can't
manageable.
make a decent
It creates
fucking product.
space to take that shot downfield.
It's Benson on the give. And the
He's been
defense
sent
gets
for
there
people.
to force a small
They
loss.
strong as shit.
What was supposed to move the chains or at least make 3rd down easier to handle instead? Well, did the exact opposite here, Kate. Now makes this 3rd down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
They come to the
They'll
line
get
here,
it.
and this is 3rd and 6.
I'm shocked if they won't.
Quick pass.
I
right
was shocked they
side,
made him
complete.
tackle because usually
And
I
he's
just make
brought
them.
down after
Usually
a
they'll
short
just
gain.
make them, break the tackle
Those
and
little
break
short
off a
throws,
long ass
they are
run.
high
I'm
percentage
shocked.
and certainly bread and butter. but they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that being stopped short of the sticks.
So out now comes the
If you
punter.
throw that pass, they picks it off.
And he finally gets a hold of one here. This is hit far. He has it at the 22. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. Now after that play, we've got somebody shaken up, and you don't want to see serious injury in the midst of their playoff push. He's being looked at here.
They'll stop us.
He's got first down from the 31.
You stop there.
Out of the shotgun, a give to Mixon. And he found some running room for a nice gain. It's a solid 7-yard pickup on first down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
2nd and 3 now. Keeping it with Mixon. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
You know what I like about a 2nd and short run play, Kate? Yeah, I like getting a first down. But you know what I like even more? That's going to set up a play-action pass in a similar down and distance, and that defense is going to have to key on the run.
First down, Stroud. Into the hands of Schultz. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. The rookie from Georgia in on that tackle.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in first down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the 48. Finds the in route complete. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Running with Mixon out of the gun. He finds space into the red zone. And they finally get to him at the 15. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And the Texans are going to have a first down.
They had the first down by a comfortable margin right there. Remember that play call. Put that one away. Could be a money play for them the next time they're in a similar spot.
We're still showing. Should be. Oh, man.
They'll come up 1st and 10. On the ground again with Mixon. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, that's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
He touchdown.
From the gun, Stroud. Catch is made in close. And in for the Houston touchdown. So that, Brock, an important score here as they move out in front.
You know, Kate, this is the time of the game where fatigue starts to set in every once in a while. But that right there was a determined-looking drive. They were not going to be denied and able to score and take the lead.
Fairbairn now for the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Texans jump in front now by 5. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Kickoff taken at the 3. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Arizona offense about set to get going here. All their scoring has kept them close, but they still find themselves trailing by just a little in this third quarter. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Well, that was fast.
Operating from the gun, here's Murray. Couldn't connect right side, it's incomplete.
You really want those throws to be like clockwork for your offense. Every team needs to hit passes in that short to intermediate range to effectively move the ball.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Kyler throwing here. And no look there, and that throw falls to the ground.
Do that behind me. I have no fear Cardinal fans.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Here's Kyler to throw. Taken in by Harrison. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down.
It's a good tackle.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
They'll bring out the punter here. And he sends this away. Definitely his best kick of the game thus far. It's fielded at the 14. And he gets his offense in better field position here to start. Up close to the 30. Ooh, after that play, we can tell he's hurting. He's someone they need to help their playoff hopes. Training staff working on him now. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. They'll begin with a run by Mixon. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
Well, Kate, a 2-yard run on 1st down, I think that keeps you ahead of schedule. But you're going to have to pick up the pace.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Stroud from the pistol. Forced out to his right. Oh, look at this. Here he goes. And he's going to go out of bounds. Looks a little short of the 35.
Well, you don't get the 1st down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right. They win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Complete beyond the marker. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. Now after that play, we've got somebody shaken up, and you don't want to see serious injury in the midst of their playoff push. He's being looked at here. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Staying between the tackles with Mixon. And the power play up the gun only results in 2 yards.
I think we got to be careful, and I'll raise my hand of thinking that play was just a nothing burger. Because what can happen from that, Kate, is he puts some nice toppings on it. A play-action pass, a shot that comes down the road from what looked like a very plain play.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Pressure comes. Stroud. Completed to Collins. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
I'm sure Coach, the play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. A give to Mixon up the middle. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. Well, we've talked about this before, Brock. The thinking's simple but effective. We'll stop getting it to this guy when you find a way to stop it, and they have yet to do that today.
You know, there's just certain things up in this booth that I love. I think you could feel it emanating from me. And one of them is when you impose your will, and you don't back away from it. If they can't stop it, run it right at them.
And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down. And this is now a 100-yard game for him after that last carry. Man, what a strong day he's had running it for this offense. They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Akers has the Houston touchdown. The Texans hold an 11-point advantage. Well, in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
Fairbairn now for the PAT. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Texans push the lead up to 12. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Here's a return from the 7. What a hit, and the ball's loose. And they steal it back on the return.
Holding, receiving team.
So that was holding on the offense, and a quick declination from the defense means this stands as a turnover. So the penalty on the return doesn't do them any favors, Brock. A lot more field ahead of them here starting out. They'll run here following the penalty. And he won't get anything there. Several defenders nearby to hold him up. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
2nd and 10 now. He's on the move. And it's going to be about a 3-yard pickup in the end. Darius Robinson there to make the tackle.
That's just a case where you're trying to make something when there really is nothing there. There just wasn't an opening for him to work with, and he was lucky to get what he could.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stroud. Complete to Dell. And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down. Ooh, after that play, we can tell he's hurting. He's someone they need to help their playoff hopes. Training staff working on him now. The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. This is Mixon. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Shotgun now for Stroud. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
You get into the red zone and every detail matters. It matters on the whole 100 yards. But, Kate, once you get inside this red zone, it is so critical. And let's tip our cap to the defense on the details, creating that sack.
And there's an extra DB out there on the field now for the Cardinals. Third down coming. Here's Stroud. We've got a screen to the running back. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop.
It's plays like that, Kate, right, wrong. Where I sit and judge a defense. I judge the awareness. I judge how well that coordinator's got them equipped to see what's going on the field. And not just see it, but attack it. And they devoured that screen game on third down.
Everly's kick is good. And go ahead and make this a 15-point game now.
You know, you look at that third down play, looking back, and it really turns into a 3-point play. It's so critical. Coaches talk about it all the time. Sure, you love the field goal, but man, they would have loved a touchdown more.
And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. Out head the Cardinals now on offense. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. 1st and 10 now from the 30. And off to Benson to start the drive. And he breaks even, but that's it. Brought down at that line of scrimmage. The tackle there by Danielle Hunter. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Escapes out to the left. It's out of harm's way after stringing together some nice yards on that run.
That is quarterback play 101. Maybe not the first chapter of it, but man, is that important. Getting downfield, get what you can with your legs, then most importantly, protect yourself. Get down and don't take any extra contact.
No luck finding his receiver that time. And that leaves them with 4th and 5.
So many coaches love third downs, and they practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game already out of hand, coaches know, got to execute and convert on these third downs.
He fields it cleanly. And he's brought down before the return gets far. That punt goes 63 yards. And it's going to be their football coming up. A handoff for Mixon, running right. And he's brought down after a solid gain on what's going to be the final play of the quarter. This is the end of the 3rd quarter. This one not out of reach quite yet, but it is a 2-score game to begin the 4th. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. From the 27. Can't connect over the middle. It's incomplete.
You know, in the NFL, offensive-minded teams will call it a perfect Friday. They don't want the ball to hit the ground once. And especially on these short to intermediate throws, you got to count on those being efficient and effective.
Watch a guy's going to run right up there. Watch. I'd be shocked if he didn't.
Stroud now on
Told
3rd.
You.
Pocket isn't holding up.
Told
They're
you.
able to drop him.
Told you.
And the defense comes through to back him up ahead
Told
of 4th
you.
down.
I told you a guy was going to run straight up there.
I'm just looking at this hourglass.
I told you. It just cheats. I told you. Watch. I said, yep. He going to run right over there. Told you. See what he did? He ran right over there. So that way, if we threw that ball, you know, he knocks over a guy that's 80-something. So if we throw that ball, you know, it's going to be picked off. I mean, it just cheats, man. You already know that it's going to cheat. I mean, it's just cheats. Damn. Just cheats.
There's not much time left for this team, but the only chance they had was to create a sack right there. Give a little momentum to their offense, who now has no margin for error. You got to go score.
Look at this bullshit here.
And a big hit on the return to stop him cold. 34 yards on that punt. And it'll be their football.
Try to find ways to lose a game,
The Cardinals
fellas.
offense making its way out. And
Let's
it
score
certainly
real quick.
isn't the rut they want to be in, Brock. All of their drives have been ending in punts as of late. On 1st and 10, it's Murray.
Told you.
This one quickly to
Can I
Harrison.
just tell you that? I said he's going to score real quick.
He does it.
I don't need to.
Touchdown,
I don't need to play. I told you that was going to happen. I said he's going to score real quick.
Making a
I knew it.
one-score game as they trim the
I
lead.
knew it. Told you.
Marvin Harrison Jr. with the
Told you they was going to make the guy run up there and take
So
away the hook. And I
sensational
told you it's going to
work
score
by
quick.
the
I
skill
told you.
man there, Brock.
Told you.
Anytime
This
you can
is-
make your quarterback look that
Told
good,
you.
you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's
Told
best
you.
friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period. End of story.
Told you.
You can't give up that much yards after catch.
Miss kick.
That one splits the uprights.
Told you.
And the Cardinals get it back to within one score.
Told you. Told you. Told you. It's just cheats, man.
All right, that lead cut down to 8 after that score, and the kick is away.
Don't matter.
Pierce now on the return. And it's a nice return here. They'll tackle him shy of the 35.
Told you he's going to score quick. Told you.
The Texans
So, hey,
and
they're gonna make
C.J.
them score
Stroud
quick
all set to
so
go
they
for
get
their
the
next
ball back.
drive. And he has continued to own this defense and keep on throwing that football,
Here-
partner,
here-
making this performance
more than
one that
likely,
he's
this
gonna
may-
remember,
this-
but
this
as you
may
like to
be
say,
a
the
3 and out.
defense would probably rather forget.
It's probably be a 3 and out.
Now the give to Mixon.
See how the guy, he's blocked, but he just comes right off the block and makes the tackle. Told you.
Talk to a bunch
they
of
graded
different
you.
GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same
That's
thing.
what they
Linebackers
do.
are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from
Shouldn't
the
be-
college game
shouldn't
that's
be
in so
tra-
much
you shouldn't
space
be,
to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth.
noticing
yet.
that letting guys
That
off the line of scrimmage
explosiveness
either.
to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
2nd and 12 behind the sticks. Connection made to Dell.
Yes.
And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down.
A whole bunch of credit goes to just about everybody on that offense, guys up front, and
What
just
you
give the
gonna
QB
do?
enough time to let that play develop. Excellent effort by that receiver to stay alive and for the quarterback to scan the
Don't
field and
do.
find his completion.
Don't
Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9. Stroud. And this one is dropped and incomplete. He had the pick in his hands, couldn't hang on. It's going to be 4th down.
Told you.
Hey, Kate, you feeling lucky? Well, the quarterback.
Told you. It just cheats, man. Yeah, it's not even used to getting upset behind because it cheats so fucking much that it's ridiculous. It cheats so much that it's ridiculous. So it'll used to you getting upset. So even used to you getting upset, guy. It cheats so fucking much, it's ridiculous.
Because he just dodged a major turnover. That was an easy pick that was simply dropped.
It just cheats.
Hunter takes the field on 4th down,
getting
and he
upset.
sends this one flying. He calls for the fair catch and has it.
They're
It's
gonna
at the
put out here
22-yard
scoring,
line.
get the 2-point conversion.
And they may say they're not paying attention, but everybody maintaining a constant eye on the current playoff picture. A lot on the line each
It's
week
just
for the
gonna
teams
happen.
that think they have what it takes to make a run
Be
in the
very shocked
postseason.
if we stopped him here.
Benson on 1st and 10. And all he can get is 1 yard. Ran
I'd
that
be
right into the defensive front.
very, very shocked if we get it here. Be shocked.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Now Murray on the play fake. Higgins makes the catch. It's a
Here we go. They can't
21-yard
hardly
gain.
tackle him now.
And that's a Cardinals 1st down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him on the route in space where he could make that
another
initial
bogus
play
play.
comfortably, but then go to work after.
There's a bogus play, guys. Let me show you what his bogus at. Watch. This guy's looking at the ball. Look, 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 look. Look, he's looking at the ball. He don't even try to swat it down. He raises his arms and he knocks the ball down. You don't try to pick that off. I mean, this is the kind of shit I'm talking about. It's just garbage, man. What do you want to play?
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10.
He's looking at the ball, but he won't make an attempt to get it.
Play action now, Murray. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. Now after that play, we've got somebody shaken up, and you don't want to see serious injury in the midst of their playoff push. He's being looked at here.
Yeah, they're going to start getting hurt to the clock and stuff. Give these guys more time. You know, it's just same old stupid ass
All right,
shit.
here we go. 2nd down.
Does.
Trying again, following the sack. This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces 3rd down.
Not an open passing lane to be found anywhere. He took what he thought was the best one available, and they still managed to tip the ball away.
Now Murray on 3rd and long. He puts some air under a deep throw to the left. This is caught inside the 15. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right?
Win the
A
zone.
kick return, a quick punt.
This guy gets
Explosive play like that does the
Come on,
exact
stop.
same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
We're in the zone, and the guy gets behind him. Let's go show you how a cheat works again. See what they did? So Marvin Harrison is their best receiver. So what do? They pull a guy out they pull this guy out to look. They pull him out. So instead of this guy maintaining, see what that guy over there doing? See how he's helping out here? They bring him all the way up to leave him one-on-one with this guy. Come on, man. It's this whatever, man. So this cheats. What can you do? Shit just cheats his ass off.
They need the end zone here. They've got 4 chances at it. This is 1st and goal. Working inside the red zone. Throws off the rip, but it's incomplete.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Cheats.
Shotgun handoff to Warren.
Cheat.
And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Cheated.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running
Got
back
the
because it'd be
cheaters to
very
do this
easy
and
for
that.
him to raise his hands
Got
up,
the
look to the
cheaters to
sideline
be
and his
this
O-line and go,
and
what am I
that,
supposed to do
got
there?
the
There was
cheaters to
nothing,
be
no time at
this
all to
and
try and
that.
escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
You better got this guy set up. Look.
Murray, 3rd and goal. Pass it down close.
Oh, look, of course. And then he.
Touchdown, Arizona. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome
This
that big deficit.
The
This is
momentum in the
garbage.
building's clearly
This is
changed. I can
garbage.
feel it here in the booth.
This
You're
is
right.
garbage.
It's now to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
Oh, this shit cheats so much, it's ridiculous. Oh, they'll get the conversion. Shit cheats so
Now
much.
a big play for the Cardinals.
It's
They
just
go
a
for
cheating ass
2.
game. Yeah. Big ass linebacker, he bounces right off of me.
He's throwing for it. And he brings it in. They go
Told
for 2 and the tie, and it works out.
This game cheats so
But we
bad.
all knew extra point was doing
This
nobody
is
any
garbage.
good there. Gotta go for 2 in the tie.
Garbage,
They do. They
garbage,
get it. And just like that, we're all squared up here in the second half.
This
Squared
shit
up, brand new
cheats.
ball game, even Steven. Who is Steven? Do you know who
That's
Steven
a really
is?
good question. No, go ahead.
Oh,
Go
look.
ahead, though.
Oh,
Take it.
look what they did
I
again.
don't know who Steven is, and I don't really care because it's a
Show
whole
you
new
again,
game
guys.
with both teams totally alive.
Let me show you the cheating shit it does again. So look, we playing that guys. Look what they do. So look what they do. So we're playing a zone. This guy is supposed to stay right here, man. He's supposed to stay right here. Him. He's supposed to stay right here, right? So they move it. Look what they do. This is what they do. This is not man. This is zone. So the only motherfuckers ain't playing zone are the motherfuckers that they want to throw the ball to. I mean, this is bullshit. Oh shit.
The Cardinals kicking team out, and they'll put a charge into this one.
Garbage. Whatever.
Hardman with a return.
Whatever.
This return makes it up to the 25.
It
The
is what
offense
it
returning
is.
to the field now as we get a look at their wideouts. And he has kept his pace up in the second half. His quarterback more than happy to keep throwing it his way,
I don't even
considering
care no
what he's
more.
been able to do with his looks all game.
Play this shit so these boys can have fun. I can give two shits about
And
this
the
shit.
drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Here's Mixon. And he found some running room for a nice gain. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there.
shit.
You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you
They
can
make
set
them don't
yourself
run their
up for
routes right to
success.
make them miss wide open throws. You know, it's just the same old cheating.
Here's
bullshit.
2nd and 2. Hits him on the out route.
See?
And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before
Had the
he
guy
stops.
turn around, so just in case of the
Give him
fitness
8
there, he can
yards
make
on
the
the
route,
play.
make
And it sets up a Houston first.
make the tackle.
And the slated downs to approach here from the 40. Nixon on the counter. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug of war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it, and we'll move to the next.
From the 43. Completed over the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Trash.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
1st and 10. Ball set up at the 48. From the gun, Stroud. Has him on the quick hitter. And they get there to take him down right around the 41.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. In the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line.
Everybody there.
Manages a gain of 8 there. And the Texans are going to have a 1st down.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a
They're not getting
defense
the
when you
ball
go
back.
up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning. Like
They're not
a
getting the
piston in
ball
an
back.
engine.
Fuck
And that
yeah.
effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost. And he busts those tackles.
Everybody there.
Ball at the 33 for 1st down. Going right side, Mixon with it. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
These are the kind of runs, Kate, that just soften up a defense. Keep working on them. Keep working on them. And eventually you're going to break one of those counters for even bigger yardage.
You haven't had
8
the
yards
old
to
hit the
go.
lobby
Let's see how
behind
he
the
approaches
head.
2nd down.
Yeah, let's see what happens. It's got to be coming up soon, right?
Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Into the hands of Schultz.
Oh, don't get out of
And
bounds,
he's
Schultz.
out just a second shy of reaching the red zone. They get an even 10 on that play. And it sets up a Houston first.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
They'll come up 1st and 10.
The clock's supposed to still run.
They give it inside to Akers.
Shit.
And he may have just reached the edge of the red zone before going down. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
One thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. Completed to Collins. Decent gain here, but short of the first.
Everybody dance to move.
3rd and just 2 to go.
Good stopping.
Shotgun handout to Akers.
Told you.
And he's dropped
Picking up 4th and 4. Told you they were going to stop him. I told you they were going to stop him.
That's one of those plays, Kate, as an
Told you they
offense
were
that
gonna
just
stop
sticks with you a little bit. It bothers you that you just
That's
can't
just-
convert on a
it's-
very
it's
manageable down and
bullshit.
distance. And on the
It's
other
just a
side,
bullshit ass
it
game.
gives you some
It's just a
confidence
bullshit
defensively
game.
to
Told you
get
they
off
was going
the
to stop
field.
him. Told you they were going to stop him. They're going to probably stop the guy right here taking that field goal. Fuck this. We're going to lose. We're going to lose. Oh, shit. They're going to probably stop him here, too. Probably going to stop him here, too.
It's the 2-minute warning from Glendale.
Probably gonna
Texans
stop him
in
here, too.
range for a game-winning score.
Fuck it. We're going to lose. Fuck it with this shit.
Offense staying out there. It's 4th and 1. Trying to push this past the marker.
I'm shocked.
And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line. They only needed a couple, and that is what they got. Not the most impressive gain, but a big one as they get the first. Pierce takes it straight ahead. And he gets a few on the plunge forward. The Cardinals deciding to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down. Here's Akers up the middle, and he's caught behind the line for a loss. Arizona goes ahead and calls its 2nd timeout. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call's going to be on 3rd down. They go to Akers again. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. The Cardinals are going to use the last of their timeouts, as they'll get together and discuss.
They didn't have any more timeouts. Oh, come on, man. They used their last, well, whatever.
Coming up. Pulling this one in from the right hash, the challenge here. And that one is good. And late in the 4th, they have grabbed a lead.
That's called getting his job done, Kate, drilling it right through. And now they're in position to win this game. Now it's on some of those guys who are out there with them on the kick, those defenders, to hang on to this lead to give them the win.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff.
Kicks it short.
Here's Chenault on the return.
Look at this.
And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. The Cardinals and Kyler Murray set to take over. And our team in the truck putting these highlights together, well, they certainly had plenty of touchdowns to choose from. For them, actually. Though the way he's been playing, Brock, you cannot count on him being done reaching that end
They
zone
hit
just
this
yet.
guy short of the end zone, short of the 4th first down, and he's just broke all the tackles and made his way through. Let's see.
Drive starts out with the
Who
first
they
and
gonna
10.
have guarding 2 people so the middle of the field could be wide open as usual? It's fucking cheating shit.
Setting up to pass. He's got him. That's McBride. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that
Probably
hit
some more
prevents a
guys gonna
first
start
down.
getting hurt.
Finds a seam down the middle.
They're dropping shit.
And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. Cardinals in the hurry up now, racing the clock as they work to get set.
Oh, look at this
And he
bullshit.
just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down.
Surprised when our
Those
guys
passes
didn't get hurt.
more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive downfield. I love the call. I love pushing the ball down the field. But the windows in the throwing lanes aren't there long. And it only takes a little bit for a throw to be off.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Back to throw. That'll be incomplete, and the clock shows 10 seconds left. He was looking Keenan Allen's way there. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
Yeah, this game, you just can't make it harder than it needs to be. Just get the catch first. Guarantee your yards, and then worry about escaping defenders after the catch.
Here he is to throw. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means fourth down coming up.
So often, so many of these games in the NFL, well, they come down to a play or two, and third downs are critical. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hand,
He probably
coach
threw a
wants to
Hail
see
Mary
them
and catch
convert
it.
those.
It's happened to us twice already.
Desperation time here on fourth. Try and push it deep downfield. That one's
Look.
cut at the
Look.
10-yard line.
Look how they cheat.
And
Look how
he
they try to
does
cheat.
quite a bit of damage before
Look how they try to
finally
cheat.
take him down.
Shit, fuck this game.
So the
Look how they
Texans
try to
come
cheat.
away with the road win.
Look how they try to cheat.
And there was no easing up. It took some white
See that?
knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that
how they tried
small
to cheat.
lead through to the finish line as they escape with a victory.
That's garbage. Look how they try to cheat.
This has been another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. With all our crew here and my broadcast partner, Brock Heward, I'm
Look
Kate
how they
Scott.
try to cheat.
It's a win for the Texans as we say so long from Glendale.
Look how they try to cheat. Look. No, I want y'all to see what they just did. So look at this bullshit. Look. Look how they try to cheat. They try to get us. Look at this. Look how they try to cheat. Look. And they look at this. Two of these dudes. And so that ball don't fall. So he comes down with the ball. How does it not fall out right there? It's hitting the helmet and shoulder pass, but he goes on to it with one hand. And look, you see what he tried to do? So they try to make him. Look. They try to make him get out this tackle. Watch this. Look at this. So he catches the ball. So look, okay. So they try to make him get out that tackle, but we had too many people over. That's the only thing that stopped it. He catches a Hail Mary. It's fucking trash. It's fucking garbage. This game fucking sucks. Look at this bull. Here's another bullshit ass pass. He's short of the first. He's short. He gets clobbered by this guy, and he just maintains his balance. Oh, he just maintains his balance and doesn't scores. You know, I mean, it's look at this shit here. Here's another bullshit pass by them. Look at this. I told you they was gonna do it. I told you they was gonna make him do it. I told y'all. I told you they was gonna make him hurry up and fucking score. Where is it at? Oh, here it is right here. Told you. Told you they was gonna do it. Told you. Just look at this. Quick pass. They make the guy make it take a bath. That's everything that happened towards the end of the game. I told you what was going to happen. I told you it was going to happen. I told you. I told you everything that was going to happen in this game. I told you. I told you. What's this? I told you everything that was going to happen happened. And call it a night. Well, he don't play that good.